Hey guys, today's exercise, and he says it in here, is going to work on arm, shoulder, and wrist muscles, stretches hip and waistline, and develops balance and coordination. Today's March Madness video is the side bend. And I will be going over this exercise with this book. It's in the description box below. And this is great for you to have at home as your mat Pilates manual. He has pictures and descriptions. So if you ever forget exactly how to do it, you have this book. Let's get right into it. So he has his pictures here. And I think I forgot to tell you that I'm Sammy. So now we'll get right into it. Okay, so pose one, take position illustrated. He's in a really awkward position here. He's kind of like this, and there might have been some flexibility thing there. I'm not really sure, but this is how I learned it. So your wrist is kind of under your shoulder. He says that, and I'm going to read it in a second, but his shoulder is actually not right in line with his wrist in the pictures. So maybe that's your goal. And then the feet are stacked and they're bent, and his arm is like this. And he's actually all shriveled up, but you're going to see if you can get even better than Joe Pilates did, okay? Moving on. Pose two, keep right arm in line with right shoulder. And so, yep, right arm in line with right shoulder. That's what I was just kind of telling you, but in the pictures, his is not right over it. So, you know, goals. Goals. I don't know what word that sounded like, but I feel like I didn't pronunciate. Okay, so keep right arm in line with right shoulder. Left arm flat against body, head up, chin drawn in. Head up, chin drawn in to lengthen the back of the neck. Remember, this forward hanging head posture, we don't want to just lift and be in that posture. We need to draw it back, okay? So that's head up, chin drawn in. And he says it a lot. And then eyes straight forward, inhale slowly. Then pose three. Turn head left and try to rest chin on left shoulder, lower body until right calf touches mat or floor. So his legs are still straight. So by the way, that pose two position is here, looking straight forward. Oh, I keep losing my page. Okay, so pose three, turn head left, his right hand's down, his left arm's here, turn head left, and try to rest chin on left shoulder. Lower body until right calf touches mat or floor with the legs straight. So you're getting a really big stretch on the side of your body, kind of like what snake and twist does on the reformer, which you can also do snake and twist on the mat. Okay, focus. Exhale slowly, return to pose two position. So he's facing forward and he inhales and then it goes right into pose three. So he's inhaling as he goes down. Why? Because chances are as you go down and you're getting this stretch, you're going to want to collapse. So the inhale, when you inhale, it lifts things, right? And then exhale as you go up to keep everything nice and tight as you lift back up to the side plank position. Okay, so that's pose three, and then he goes back to pose two, and then he explains it on the other side. There is a fourth picture here, and he talks about it in the remarks, so I'll get there. Note, repeat the foregoing exercise 3 times right and left. So you're doing it 3 times on the right, and then you're going to the left, and you're doing it 3 times. Caution, pose two, keep body rigid, head up, chest out, abdomen drawn in. Pose three, only left and right calf, respectively, should touch mat when lowered. Okay, so you're not going to touch your hip, just the calf. And then remarks, sorry for the noise, people are here. This exercise concentrates on arm, shoulder, which is what I just read, and wrist muscles, which is what I said. The remarks is what I said in the beginning, but I left some out. So this exercise concentrates on arm, shoulder, and wrist muscles, stretches hip and waistline, and develops balance and coordination. In a month, change from pose two position to pose four. So his hand is by his side, but in pose four, it's up and overhead. Okay, so let's go over this, and then there'll be modifications. So he's gonna inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up, remember? So we're like this. And how I have learned it is you want your feet stacked like they could be standing on the wall. So you're not going to be so bent that you're turned. This is an elongated position, which already for me stretches out my hip. And then this hand is forward that way. And then he's resting his arm on his leg and he's looking forward. And then he's going to inhale and lift up to his plank. And then he's going to exhale and he's going to lower down, look to his left shoulder and touch the calf. And then exhale and come back up. Again, down, inhale, exhale up. Inhale, exhale up. Now, after a month or so, you're going to transition to the pose 4, which would be over here. And he would go starting from here, and he would inhale, and then he'd lift up, exhale, and then he'd go inhale, touch the calf, look over your shoulder, and exhale up and over this way. And then he'd come back down and look into your shoulder and exhale, lift back up. And then you'd come all the way back to your starting position. Fancy transition to the other side, should you want to do it. But you'll bring your hands behind you. You'll find your T's or legs. And then you'll go over to the other side. And there you are. And you're going to find your feet stacked as if you're standing. And then your hand faces out. And he's like this. And looking forward, not looking this way. So I also learned it, look this way, go up, and come back and look this way. They all feel kind of good. I'll go over them in a second, but right now we're just going over what he said. So from here, inhale, and then exhale to lift up to that plank, and then inhale, touch the calf, and look, put your chin to your shoulder, and exhale to come back up. And again, inhale, exhale, inhale. Woo, this side, exhale. I need to always start on my left side. Inhale, exhale. And then transitioning, later on to the pose 4. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Turn your head more than I just did. Inhale, exhale, and then come back to your starting position. Okay, modifications. This takes a lot of wrist strength, arm strength, like he had said in his remarks or cautions, whichever one it was. I'm going to switch it out. So putting your feet staggered is going to give you more balance into the air. So if you need to stagger your feet or you're really struggling to balance with them stacked, this would be your next option. And it would go up into the plank this way, and then you'd go back down to tap and look, and then come back up. And you can do this the full way like that, or you can do it this way. This is a great modification. Let's switch to the other side to show you a different modification. So if you stack those feet, bend those knees a little bit more and stack them, now they're not necessarily facing that way. So it's like if you were to sit this way and go over, and then from there, you can actually flip this hand. I learned this from my mentor also. Flip this hand so that you don't have to think too much. Just stay facing forward and lift, exhale, inhale, lift as you go down, exhale. And if you feel like you can, then you'll look this way and you'll lift up and over and lift, inhale, look, exhale, up and over. So you're building that wrist and arm strength. this way without it being too difficult. I highly suggest, maybe just doing one and trying to hold it a little bit longer if that's just a lot, and then building up from there, unless you have something that's going to make you go onto your forearm. Then you can, and you can do the same thing this way, and you'll look into it and you'll lift and come back down. And you can also do it this way, where, the normal way, and you'll lift and then you'll come down, tap and look, but you will probably tap more. You can tap the calf, but you're not going to get as much opening in this side. And then you can lift, and this could also be staggered. You can also do it this way and up and tap with straight leg and up. So you can, of course, when you're on your forearm, you're not building any strength in your wrist and your arms, which is really important to have. So many times we fall, and especially as we age, and things are not strong enough. And, we need to keep all of this strong too. So, do the best you can and work up to the full exercise. Yeah, so that was the side bend. I love this exercise. It feels really good. It stretches things out. And I hope that you enjoy it too. I hope you add it into your workout routine. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next exercise in March Madness. Have a great day, you guys. Bye.